Oh, hello, 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 hello. Welcome. Have an amazing International Books Day. Today it's to talk about books. Hope you are watching me on Amazon Live. If not, please follow the link that's in the description and I can share it here as well in the comment section. How are you? Let me know. How do you do? How was the week? Which plans do you have to the weekend? Let me know everything. So you have in the comments the link so you can join me on Amazon. I think maybe I can do it. But yes, you have it in the description so you can join me. Hello, everybody. Please don't forget, those of you who are watching me on Amazon, please don't forget to follow so you can pick the next conversation, so you can pick the next shows. Okay, and don't forget as well, and let me think, see if I can do this. Okay, to unmute, please unmute so you can listen what I'm saying. Okay, so next week I will be making more shows. So next Monday I will have with me Miguel Cardoso to talk about digital transformation. We will talk about books, movies, and how to embrace digital transformation. Is this a revolution, an evolution, a transformation, whatever? Okay, let me know. Join us. It will be at 2:30 p.m. GMT plus one, which is Lisbon and UK time zone. So it should be around 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. Okay, feel free to join. Also, next Thursday, I will be making a show with Jason about his new book, influencer marketing, about influencer marketing. So I will announce it here in Amazon as very soon, so you can join. And I will be making also a review of amazing gear for live streaming and for podcasting if you want to use your cell phone as a machine. Okay, so stay tuned because I will be here next week. Don't forget to find me and to follow me next week so you can pick these amazing conversations. Okay, hope you're doing really well. Let me know in comments where are you located, and also share your book. Let me put here. And because today it's the International Books Day, I think you can share and you should share with you your favorite books. Okay, so if you are watching me on other platforms, please use the comment section and you can follow me to Amazon as well. If you are watching me on Amazon already, please stay tuned because I will be talking about some of my favorite books and books which may be very helpful for you, mostly if you are in business things. So the first book I'm highlighting is this 80/20 from, let me see if I'm not wrong. Let me see. Yes, this is from Perry Marshall. And this book is amazing for you to understand how you should manage your mostly business in the sales and marketing, because so many people are seeking for new customers like crazy, every time searching for them, trying to understand how they can have new customers, new customers, new customers. when you can make your businesses around the customers you already have. Okay, don't need, because if you work really well, okay, one of the things that may happen, and almost sure this will happen, this customer you have here, let me hide the banner so you can see properly my hands. Okay, so this customer you already have, okay, if you work properly, he will buy or she will buy more often from you. And for instance, she or he can buy more times or more things from you if you treat him or her well. Okay, if you listen to them, if you take care of their needs, if you understand their needs, they will buy more for you. And the other thing, very important, and I talk about this all the time, is when a customer is really, but really, 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 really happy with what you do, with the way you treat them, they will recommend to other people which, like them, will may like and may need your services and products. So by doing this, by listening, by taking care of your customers, you will understand that you don't have to be like crazy seeking for new customers. And what this 80-20 proportion stands for? It stands that 80% of your sales come for 20% from of your customers, which within this 20% it applies again, which means 80% of the sales are made to 20% of the customers. So understanding this, you will understand that some, well, they may be few customers, but they could be very valuable to you. They can keep buying from you if you do the work properly. So take a good care of this kind of customers so you can keep them buying from you. They can keep closer to you. They will listen. They keep loyal. So your businesses hopefully can be more profitable and generate more happiness. Oh, I'm out of water. Let me bring water to my mug. There you go. And so let me see the next book and let me know how do you are. Let me put again the banner. Okay, so you can share your favorite book with me. Okay, or books. Yes, don't forget to share because I would love to know about your favorite books. Okay, let me know. Okay, and also don't forget to follow. Let me put that amazing thing, amazing gif I made. Oh, it's not that this one. This one. Look how crazy this is. So let's keep talking about books. Bounce. This book is about the myth of the talent. This is the about the misconception about, usually we make about genetic, about some people who are born to do something, and we don't understand that the more importantly than that is the context, and it's the amount of time we spend by improving, by excelling those talents somehow, those skills we have. Okay, because this book is about that. It's about understanding why, for instance, at some neighborhood, so many kids there were good at tennis table. I think it's the right way to say it. It explains somehow why there are so many good runners in Kenya, in Jamaica, in the United States, why there are so many particular patterns in such different places. Also, it explains why there are these amazing kids, very young, which do amazing things. They seem genius, and there's some interesting truth behind this. And maybe, hopefully, if you follow some of these tips, if we can say like that, if you follow these patterns, these ideas the book brings to you, maybe you can understand how these people uh, get there, and maybe also you can understand how you can improve your talents, improve your skills, become more talented, become more skilled, and become a even better professional, sportive, or something. Okay, this is a very good book. I think it was. I'm thinking. No, I'm pretty sure that it was one of the best books I read, because it's, and even though it's not in the carousel, there's another amazing book related to this, which is Outliers from Malcolm Gladwell. Which it's, I think both of these books deserve to be read one after the other, because they are very related, and one makes you understand. Maybe it's good to read Outliers first from Malcolm Gladwell. Okay, because there's this concept, this idea about the 10,000 hours of work, deliberated work, not just doing by because you have to do. Okay, because you do this with the will to become better, to improve, because you look back and you understand how you made it, how you can improve, what you did good, what you did not that good, how you can improve, and you keep improving. And also, and this is something really important, which is the importance of the competition. Because, and this is also important when we are talking about business. Most of the times we are afraid of competitors. We don't want competitors. We want to be in a nice beach all alone without anyone else, and the customers are all for us. There's no competition. The money will be all ours. And the problem with this is that somehow we, at some point, we will get lazy. We stop improving. We stop listening to others, because there's no competition. We are in a very good, we think, in a very good zone. And so with this, we may felt in the temptation of not improving and not listening, not caring, and this will make us worse. So that's why I think this book is very interesting, because explains very well how Mozart, for instance, Federer, Picasso, or Beckham became so good. Okay, and this is not just all about talent. The other thing is this classic from Robert. Let me see if I'm spelling it well. Robert Cialdini. Yes, it's another classic, and this could be good if you work on sales. Is good if you work in marketing. Is good as well. If you, okay, if you have to be in negotiation roles, even though it's professional or personal, this is a good book, because he understands how we can make things so people will want to say yes to what we are asking. But before that, I think, and because I like to make this statement, this disclaimer, please don't look at these kind of approaches with bad intentions. Okay, it's everything to do good, to good the right thing, not to ask favors, or put people in bad situations, just or to be opportunist. Okay, this is all with good intentions. Okay, Take listen carefully. So this is a very good book because explains multiple ways that you can work so you can get a yes. And as I said before, this could be in business, could be in sales, could be if you are a politician. If you want to ask someone something, to your brother, to your sister, to your parents, to your child. So this is a very good book because it shows you so many different ways so you can get that yes. Okay, so that's why I believe this is a good book. Also is this Robert Cialdini is an amazing author. You can also, he has another amazing book which is Persuasion, which I recommend as well. And let's, okay, this for me, it's one of the most amazing books I read, and it's also from an amazing person. Unfortunately, he passed away. I think it was last year, Sir Ken Robinson. And this book is about something that usually we think it's like that, and it's not. It's the element, and it's about how we should somehow pursue our dreams, pursue our talents, because so many times people say to us, "No, you know, you can't do that because that doesn't give you money." Oh no, no, you should not do that because it's not a real profession. It's not the way people makes life. It's not the way that you get money. It's not the way you will buy a car. It's not the way you will buy a fancy house. Don't forget about being a painter, forget about being a dancer, a musician, a singer, or everything. And in this book, uh, also there's an interesting thing about this book is that he explains how intelligence works, because some people think they are born intelligent or they are not. Some people say that they cannot improve intelligence. Some other people say or think that you're just intelligent because you're good on mathematics or in chemistry. And for instance, if you are a good sports people, a good sport. Hello, Howard. How are you, my friend? Walking Dead. Please, a big shout out a big shout out to my friend Howard Valley. Welcome, Howard. Please follow. No, it's not follow. Okay. I got too much excited. Let me get back. Please, Howard, share the link to your store. And for those of you who are watching the show and you're not aware of that, I'm going to explain something to you. Okay. Please listen carefully. I shall say this only once. Those people who are commenting and have that blue check, tiny blue check in the photograph, it means that they are as well also Amazon influencers, Amazon creators, Amazon live streamers, whatever. So they have also a store here in Amazon. Howard Valley has his own store in Amazon, and a tiny little more detail which may be interesting for you. He's the specialist about Walking Dead on Amazon Live. So if you are a Walking Dead lover, please feel free to join. Feel free to join Howard and to watch his shows because he's an amazing guy. Okay, and he has that British accent. Welcome, Howard. It's so good to have you here. So let's get back to the element. By the way, Howard, do you know? Did you knew um, Ken Robinson? But if, for instance, if you are watching now and if you want to know a little bit more about this author, he has also an amazing book which I have there as well, called "Out of Our Minds." Hello, Arnaldo! Que tal, querido? Aí o sambinha. Well, we have people from Rio de Janeiro here as well. Welcome, Arnaldo, and please, by the way, both of you share some of your favorite books in the chat, okay? And by the way, you can tell people why you love so much that books, so we can all know why you love those books. So about Ken Robinson, he was, unfortunately, he passed away. I think people like Ken Robinson, even though they pass away at 200 years, it is it is too soon for them to pass away. He was someone who studied, which spoke a lot about creativity, about education, about how we frame too much education, how we how education avoids people and stop people from being creative. And so that's one of the good reasons why that made me to like so much his ideas. Also, he had that amazing British sense of humor, which is unique. Okay, let me know, Howard, when will you be making your shows in a British sense of humor? Let me know. By the way, I challenge you, Howard, to make some shows about Monty Python, because for me they are by far the best comedians the Mother Earth ever saw. So let's get to books. And if you want, Howard, I can join you, and we don't need to split. Okay, I can talk about some of his of their movies. I have some books from Monty Python there as well. So if you want, we can make a show about Monty Python. Okay, perfect. Let's keep talking about the books I have in my shelf, in my carousel. This is Marketing from the amazing Seth Godin. I don't know what to say about this guy. He's amazing. He's, for me, it's one of the most amazing marketing thinkers in the world. I've seen him a couple of weeks ago in um, in a conference from StreamYard, by the way. That side. Okay, let's see. Okay, from StreamYard. I don't know why I'm talking about StreamYard. Sometimes I get a little strange. And he's an amazing book author. He's an amazing thinker. I think we all should understand um, what marketing really is. And for instance, he made, and there's something that usually people, it's a huge misconception, and he states in a very effective way in this book. It's about the difference of a logo and a brand, because so many people look at a logo and they say, oh, this is a brand. It's not a brand, because uh, at the beginning, just a logo doesn't mean anything. It's just an image. But a brand means a promise you are making, because for so many people look, oh yeah, yeah, but look, the Coca-Cola logo. Yes, but Coca-Cola has 100 years. Okay, I'm struggling here with this wire. Let me see if I can get rid of it. So this is, he explains in a very, even though it's, he is very deep in his thoughts, he puts the thoughts in a so clear way that we, even I can understand. Look how easy it is to understand his thought. So that's why I recommend. I think you can, because I made it. I have almost every books from Seth Godin, so you can do that as well. Because, okay, if you like marketing and business books, even though if you like, for instance, okay, from times to times read a non-fiction book, I think you should take a look at these books. Also, Mr. Tom Peters. one of the most amazing management gurus. And the good thing about this sir is he's out of the box thinker, and he likes to put us in challenges, to throw us out of the comfort zone. Hello, user. Let me see who was commenting on LinkedIn. Hello, Miguel. How are you? Please join me on Amazon as well. I don't know if you're already on Amazon, but go there because there's a party there. You will see Howard, you will see Ronaldo. It's amazing. It's amazing. Thousands of people on Amazon watching the show. Come on, join. So this book from Tom Peters stands for talks about the importance of rethinking the way we do business again. He and even though that people, business owners, business managers are all the time praising that they customer first, we are for us customers are so important and blah 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 and all that fluffy things. He talks about in a truly way the importance of this. He talks how we should do this. So this for me is also a kind of, and I have, I don't know how many books from Tom Peters I have, but at least five I do. So it's also a very recommendable author, just like the amazing Tim Ferriss. And this Tribe of Mentors, it's a book. It's a very big book. Has, I think, almost every books from Tim are, and is a book. What he made with this book, he asked for some thought leaders, uh, experts, world class experts. He asked them a few questions. Okay, it was like he was making an interview with all of them, but he sent them questions how they got the success they have, which habits they have, and all these kind of things. And he gathered all the questions, all the answers he got in this book. So you will learn from a lot of people how they make things, which methods they have, which habits they have. So it's a good way to understand how people, successful people, live, act, think, and maybe you can apply some of their thoughts, ideas, habits to you, and you will become a happier person. And this could be a really good thing, I hope. So that's a good reason for you to have this book, Tribe of Mentors. And talking about mentors, I will have to talk about this Mark Mason book. Mark Manson, yes. Yeah, I think he may be related to Marilyn Manson or not. So this amazing book, it's also very important. I think even though it didn't started now, this thing about thinking how others may think about us, what okay, yeah, by doing this, what that given person will think about me, what this, what that, oh, and yes. So this book is about it, about this, is about not giving I can say fuck here, I think, but it's about that. It's about how we should evaluate and validate and face the others' opinions and even our opinions somehow, because somehow we are our worst judge. So this is something you should have in mind as well. So this is how, this is a good book for you if you want. if you have that voice every time saying to you, you're not good enough, don't do that because look what people will say about you, will think about you, will everything. So this is a good book for you to become a little bit more audacious, rebel, who knows. So that's why I recommend this book. And even though, and besides that, it's a very funny book. I think by the title you can tell a little bit how it is the inside. So I truly recommend that you should, mostly if you have this challenges by others' opinions, or even your own opinion, your self opinion, your self awareness. Okay, this is a very good book for you for that. And now we have another book from Mr. Timothy Ferris, Tools of Titans. It's kind of related to the first one I showed, the Tribe of Mentors. It's again about tools, about habits, about things that other people, amazing people, does like you. Okay, but maybe you're not aware how amazing you are. So I recommend this book because what? Because this sometimes we don't understand. Okay, we don't understand, we don't have the right tools, the right ways to find how to understand how some people succeed. We are kind of, sometimes, yes, we are also kind of a little bit lazy to find those solutions, to find those answers. So we are okay, maybe okay, we think it's too hard to become successful, we think it's too hard to become talented, or even impossible, because we think that, as I mentioned in the book, bounce. Sometimes we think that some people which are succeed, or most of the people who succeed, they are gifted. They somehow they have a holy thing inside them that make them being amazing, and most of the times that's not the point. So with this book, you will have tools to become better, to improve, to be happier. So I think that's a good reason for you to take a look at the book. And oh my god, this is for sure one of my top five books. Okay, and again, like Ken Robinson, this oh my god, I always forget the name of the author. Sorry, Jia Jiang. Okay, how do I met Jia Jiang? One of my favorite hobbies is to watch TED Talks. Okay, I don't know about you, but if you have some time, if you think that a Netflix subscription is very expensive, maybe, or you have Amazon Prime, but also you can just type in your browser TED.com, TED.com, and you will find amazing people sharing knowledge, sharing experience, sharing tips, sharing reflections, sharing so much good things, being so generous. And you will find lots of inspiration there also. And one day I went there and I found this, and I think he's a very, it's a very small talk. I think it's around 5 minutes or some, or 10, I don't know. It's, even though TED Talks usually are short, I think it's the normal time there, the standard, it's around the speaking around 18 minutes. So it's not really long. Okay. I think one episode of Walking Dead is longer than a TED Talk. And I was looking, I found this man talking about his their experience through rejection, and how that impacted him, and how he came with this 100 days of rejection challenge. and it made me curious. I bought the book, and it's amazing. Okay, rejection is some of the worst feelings we may feel because, for instance, I don't know if you know it, but public speaking is the most feared thing in humankind. Then it's the the most usual phobia humans have. It's people are more afraid that of public speaking than dying. Okay, so if I have a stage or someone wants to shoot us, I'd rather go get shooted. So the main reason is precisely rejection, okay, because we are afraid what others may think about us, that others may think we are stupid or we are dull, and this kind of things. And he came with this book explaining how he had a rejection at elementary school, I think, how he had a rejection at a funding a funding meeting with some people who funds. Okay, and after this, the second one was after the first one, as usual. But then when he got this second rejection, he got really upset or sad, whatever, and he thought about this 100 days rejection challenge or something, which was every during 100 days he put it himself in situations which the most probable answer he got would be a no. Okay, so he was day after day putting himself in situations that he got a no in some. So and he learned how to overcome rejection, how to face rejection, how to avoid rejection, and also how to, even though I had a rejection, how I can turn this in some way profitable or at least useful for me. That's why I truly recommend this book, because also he talks about something that it's truly important, and again it changes our perspective about things in life, because even though every day we listen to gurus telling you, oh, your happiness is only up to you, your success, your it's only up to you. It's not, because sometimes others have the decision about things that may make us happy or not, but it is the truth. So even though we can at least understand or validate or evaluate the effort we made to try to achieve that success, we can validate and evaluate the effort we put it in that. We can think about how good we made on the process, how we work hard, how what we learn as well, because it's something really important. So this is for me, for sure, on my top 5 books ever, because it will change your perspective and the way you will face rejections, and also the way you won't give up after a rejection. And I leave it there. Okay, so it's up to you now. And let's keep moving. And now we have this Ministry of Common Sense from Mr. Martin Lindstrom. He's Danish, and he's one of the most amazing brand experts in the world. And in this book, he talks about some companies, some which are big, some which are not that big, which they do strange things. They have strange processes, they have strange approaches that using the normal common sense, which most of the times it's not that common, they he explains how by applying the common sense, which is not that rare, not that hard to get or to apply, by just doing this, your company, your business, your own sometimes can become better, can understand, can be closer to your customer, can be more profitable, can be more, how can I say it, effective. Okay, so that's, and you can he has another amazing book. He has biology, he has brand sense. I think he has another book or two, or even more, who knows, about branding and about marketing. And I truly recommend that you take a look at those books. And something that I really like about Martin's books is that he has a very practical approach to things. It's not very theoretical. It's not, oh, I think, I thought, maybe, who knows? No, he made it. He's a person, he's the kind of marketing professional who goes to the field, that usually usual expression, you should put inside your customer shoes. He does that. Okay, that's why I love so much this the books from Martin. Also, he goes within the things of the problems. He listens to the problems of the customers. He gets close to them, because that's the real thing. Because even though there are so many people by these days who tells you, okay, metrics, and okay, you should look to the sheets, to the scoreboards and everything. No, no. And this is what I believe. Martin looks to people, looks how they behave, looks and listen to them and watch them. And that's for me the most important things, which usually, he has another book, which is Small Data. It's another amazing book. You should. It's mostly about this, about, because we are listening all the time, big data, big data, big data, which is important as well. Yeah, it is. But small data is for me even more important. So take a look at this book, and let's get to this Contagious by Jonah Berger. Let me see if I said well. Yeah, Jonah Berger is a very good book about how you can work properly word of mouth, how we can generate amazing experiences to our customers that they will want to talk about to their friends, to their relatives, to their social media followers, connections, everything, everybody. So he gives examples about how some businesses made this contagious word of mouth thing. Because one of the things I usually listen and see is people talking, oh, my business works based on word of mouth. That's how I do things. But they don't have a strategy about that. They don't have a framework. They do this thinking they are doing, but they don't do it in a strategic way, with a structure. And this won't work properly. You should have in mind, if you want your customers to talk about you, you have to give them the right story and the right tools to make it well. And the problem is, I want my customers to talk good about me, but I'm not saying what they should say, and I'm not giving them the right story, and I'm not following properly what they are saying about me. Okay, so this, you should have this in mind, and for having this even more in mind, you should have books like this one. And talking about amazing guys, we should for sure have these three books from Mr. Gary V. Hello, Kenneth. How are you? Hope you're doing fine. Do you like to read? Let me know. Let me know. Hey. So, Gary Vee is one of the most amazing self-made guys. Is he's sharing knowledge, he's sharing his experience. He's very practical also. He says what he wants to say. He doesn't think too much about what others may think about his ideas, his thoughts, and also the way he says things. And crushing it is, it's kind of the sequel of Crush It. Okay, based on his beliefs in his experience. Those two books are very good if you want to succeed in business. Okay, if you want to, and Gary has this very clear, and I think it's, for me it's very clear as well. You can have success if you don't stand out, if you don't give that step, if you don't work really hard, if you're not how can I say it, if you don't have the truly will to become good, to become successful. Okay, if you just want a little bit be successful, maybe you won't be. You have to work hard, you have to be brave, uh, to uh, to become really good in what you want to become. Okay, and again, and also even though Gary, I think he's a very wealthy guy, he doesn't, first, he's not very, how can I say, very vain. He is but not, you don't see it with big cars, you don't see him with expensive clothes. He does so many things for free, he shares so many things for free, but he has an amazing story to share. And so, for instance, uh, crushing it and crush it is a little bit, and this book, Jab Jab Jab, Right Hook, it's it's about this, it's about how you can create and share good content, good free content that people will like to consume, will like to listen, will like to watch, will like to read. So at the end, they will want to buy from you. It's kind of making a good takeaway from this book. And this is also something that you should have in mind, mostly when you're starting. Okay, because at the beginning nobody knows you, you're not as good as you think you are most of the times. Okay, it will be a little bit hard for people to invest, to trust in someone they don't know. Okay, so that's why he claims about this job thing, because this is kind of being there like a boxer, entertaining and grabbing the attention of your viewers, of your community. And then, on a given day, you have to throw the right hook, which is the sale. So, but to generate the sale, you have to jab, jab, jab. Okay, create content, generate good content. He tells you how you can do that in the, even though this is kind of book, old book, because uh, he's very strategic and practical. And when books are strategical and practicals, they are almost every time timeless. So you can get amazing tips, you can get amazing insights, amazing knowledge from that book, like from the book from Mr. Malcolm Gladwell, Talking to Strangers. And this book, Talking to Strangers, is a book about how most of the times we are so bad knowing people, judging people. So, how sometimes people who we may think that we should not trust in them because they the way they talk, the way they look at us, the look they behave, don't instill trust. They look weird. They act in a suspicious way, and we don't think, we should not trust. And this could be trustable people. And on the opposite side, we see people that seem so confident, so trustable, and they are not. That's what is this book about, and this will help you to understand at least why you should be more careful when you judge people. That thing about the first impression, that usually it's so important. It's so, how can I say it? It's hard when you don't speak. You don't have. Can I speak in Portuguese? But this thing about, because we see someone for the first time, we interact with that person, and that first impression gets so deep in our memory that it's dangerous, because sometimes those people are nice people and we think, oh, I didn't like that person, and that person is good. And in the opposite side, sometimes we meet someone for the first time, and even that person, it's very, even okay, not so good person, or even a bad person. But somehow, and we have this bias that somehow we, hello DJ, how are you? Welcome, and happy books day. And so we have this bias on judging people, on evaluating how people are. And so that's why I recommend. I finished the book a few months ago. So I loved, as I mentioned before, I like so much Malcolm Gladwell's books. So that's why I'm recommending that to you as well. And let's bring another book. DJ, you can share. Can you share, if you want, of course, one of your favorite books? And let's bring next one is Lynchpin. It's about, this is a more, how can I say it? It's not. It's more personal. It's more for professionals, not to companies or businesses. It's more how you can become as a professional that amazing person. That person, when someone thinks about what you do, they will think about you. Okay, when they think, for instance, you will become a so amazing book author, that when people think about book authors, they will think about you. You will become such a good plumber that when people think about a plumber, they will think about you. They will think so. And this kind of professionals, it's a career book. Okay, so this is also a good book. I think the title says a lot about it. Are you indispensable? Hmm? So that's why I like this book, because it makes us think about our mission as professionals, how we can succeed, how we can become that reference, that expert, that professional, that amazing professional that I think we all want to be. Okay, and we are almost finishing. Oh my God, this went so fast. But before that, I want to talk about these amazing books from the most even more amazing Mark Schaefer, which I didn't know he is also an amazing painter. Well, I've had a few months ago, I think, Mark on a show. I was so honored to have him, and we were talking mostly about this cumulative advantage book. And it's funny because one of the things people usually taught us is that success is written in the plan that we make, and if you follow every steps of that given plan, we will succeed. If you are very strategic, if we plan every day, after if week after week, day after day, month after month, we will succeed. And I thought about, well, maybe I don't know if I can talk about successes, but some good things that happened to my life, which putting me in ways that somehow they at least they made me happy. And I thought those things were random. I I felt there by accident. And this book is about that. How so many people, so many successful people, like Mark, for instance, was they became successful with lots of random situations leading them to that path. Okay, so that's something really important because most of the times those situations are random. Okay, yeah, and I talk about this every time. For instance, I wanted to be a physical education teacher, and I went by accident to marketing, and I loved the change. I felt in by accident on live streaming world. Okay, I I felt by accident in Amazon Live, and these things became very important for me, and they brought me amazing things. I met amazing people like DJ, for instance, like Miguel, like Howard, like Ronaldo. And this is also very important because sometimes we think by planning things, we won't, there's no place for mistakes. And also, sometimes that opportunity knocks at our door and we don't open the door because that opportunity is not written on our planning. And this may be a huge mistake you're making. So that's why I recommend this book. And to finish, there's this Marketing Rebellion from Mark Schaefer's also is another great book. This is more about marketing, okay? This is more for business. And excuse me, it's also a good book for you to understand and again to get a little bit away from that idea that marketing it's a lot about rules. It's very strict. It's okay. It's made in a Excel sheet. It's not marketing. It's about persons. It's about emotion. It's about respecting your customer, listening to your customer, not being uh, boring people all the time, appearing to them all the time, even though they don't want to you to be there. He talks. There's this Highland analogy, which for me it's an amazing thing where at that given point there's someone an intruder there and the people in the island doesn't like that intruder, and he has an amazing approach with this book talking about how you should do things good, why you should do things good, because as customers we are so bored with these privacy things, without these advertisements that are picking our attention every time, boring us all the time, interrupting us all the time. And this book, it's about this also, how we can do it good without being aggressive, without being boring, without being intrusive. Okay, so that's my book review for today. Okay, and let me see, in 5 minutes I will be joining. So that's why I need to finish my show. I will be joining Ryan. Okay, so come to join Ryan Swanstrom and I to another amazing live show. Okay, so see you. Bye bye. I have to leave. I have to run. See you in a next Monday with Miguel Cardoso. Okay, have an amazing. Well, maybe I will tune in tomorrow. Who knows? Be there, because maybe I will appear. So bye bye. Enjoy the weekend.